I'm not John. I am a graduate, alumni. I graduated the program May 17th of 2019 and have been connected ever since. So tonight we have a special treat for you guys. We have a phenomenal speaker, a good friend of mine. Some of you may know him. But before we get into that, let's open it up for some of these popcorn testimonies, right? I know somebody out here, many of you, some of you have some great things that happen in your life, whether it's sobriety, maybe new jobs, maybe certifications, maybe something just amazing. So everyone who has a popcorn testimony, go ahead, come up here, line up, and we'll get you in one at a time. I'm sure we have some in the correctional centers out here. So let's hear what everyone has to say tonight. And we're going to start with the gentleman to my left. Actually, we'll go ladies first. Oh, actually, I'm sorry about that. Okay. What do you got for our popcorn testimony?
My name is Mel, and I just graduated into Hope for Prisoners on Friday. And I just want to say hello to everybody at Casa Grande, all the ladies at Jean, and to my mom who's watching live. I love you, Mom.
You came from Casa? Me too. Hey, listen, I've been there. I know what it's like. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming in. What do you got for us? Tell us your name and your popcorn testimony.
My name's Desiree, and I've been with Hope for Prisoners since 2019 for the things of my love of my life.
Let's give her a round of applause for that.
Carolyn, Dr. Carolyn, right there. Well, to me, it might take me a minute. I'm gonna rush it up, but never give up. I'm fighting for my sobriety and what that is, my sobriety and domestic right now. And I say don't never give up. I don't care.
Right.
Just give it your all and keep it straight.
Let them know.
Keep it straight no matter what. Your sobriety, somebody breaking your heart with a book foot and stitches in the face, you better not stop.
Listen, give me a hug. Let's give her a big round of applause. Don't give up. Don't give in. No matter what, push through it. Tell us your name. Tell us what you got for your popcorn testimony.
I'm Perry Hill. I want to share the good news today, but I want to start off letting know God is good. I'm in electrician school. The first 3 weeks I was doing bad. They told me if I get my grade up, I was going to fail. I'm going to go to another class. After they told me that, my last 4 tests was 90, 90, 94, 100. And then the day for midterm tests, I scored a 98. And it's for writing. So, and the main key ingredients is make sure you prayed up, man.
Hey, give them a big round of applause for that. Once again, don't give up. Don't give in. Don't let it stop you. Anything can happen. And God is good. Tell us your name and your popcorn testimony.
My name is Tyrone Graves. And I just want to thank John Porter and Willie Carter, my brothers. I was with Willie Carter up in here. Before this program started, I was supposed to be in here. I got level reduced, but I just want to just tell all my brothers that's still up in there, man, come home, man. This Hope for Prisoners, beautiful, bro. Nero, I love you, really.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Give him a big round of applause for that. Welcome home. Welcome home. I'll tell you, that says a lot for these gentlemen to see you out here like this today, man, coming to this building. Tell us your popcorn testimony and what do you got and your name?
My name is Takana Dyer. How everybody doing today? So my popcorn testimony, I showed up at Hope for Prisoners doorstep like I had nothing. And they was asking me so many questions and I was giving it to them like, this is all I got. This is what I have right now. I had 2 bags with me. Like I was stumbling. I know they was looking at me like, what is going on with this girl? And they just helped. Like it's not a lot of people out here that's like, even if it's we're just gonna help you now, or 5% and 10%, especially Miss Caroline. The one finger thing, okay, I got one finger, then I got another finger, and then another finger. So they help anybody in any situation if you're willing to actually show that you're doing it. Like you just gotta do it.
Thank you for coming out, and I'll tell you that is a fact. I actually have my own story about Dr. Carolyn Willis, which used to be the best case manager in the world, right? Still is. So thank you for sharing that with us. Tell us your name and your popcorn testimony, sir.
My name is Terrell Hopwood, and my popcorn testimony is that I'm a work in progress. Tiny, what's up? All the fellas, what's up? We had a question going around the dorm, man. We was asking each other, like, was it really happening out here on this side? It's happening out here on this side for real, bro. It's happening out here on this side. I'm out here to tell y'all, look. Bros, I failed, got back up. I'm back up. I'm a work in progress. But everybody know me since in 12A. I'm always still that generous, motivated, articulate person that's going to stick with it. Whenever I fall, I get up. And I'm for the positive. Y'all know that. But moving past that, man, 12A, look, it's going down out here. Willie out here, 5 out here, cracking. Let's go.
Hey, give him a big round of applause for sharing that with us. Like he said, you fall, get back up. That's the key word, get back up. Tell us your name, sir, and your popcorn testimony.
My name is Dijon. My popcorn testimony today, I came in here, I ain't had hope at all. Tomorrow I graduate Koala at Crossroads, so thank you. I've been in my head lately though, but I've been praying to God, and God really show up and show out, and I came in here, and one of the ladies told me, like, man, you should be in my seat, and I just keep that faith high, keep that mindset going, because my disease is out to get me. So I just got to keep faith, keep God with me, keep you guys around me, what I'm saying, so I can stay focused, stay clear.
Nice, man. I tell you, brother. Hey, thank you for coming. Give him a big round of applause. It takes courage to share that. Let's see. We got one at Gene Conservation Camp. Tell us your name and your popcorn testimony. We can't hear you. We'll circle right back with you. Southern Desert, do we have a popcorn testimony? Anyone want to step up, share something amazing that's happened to you? Anything going on in your life? Oh, we have one. Tell us your name and what you want to share for us. Okay. We're having some minor technical difficulties. It's all right. We'll circle back with you guys at the end towards the huddle. At the end of the huddle tonight. But we're going to move on to the next segment. We have a phenomenal person. Guest speaker is going to share his life experience with you. He's going to drop some jewels, drop some dimes. Personal friend of mine. Some of you guys might know him. He's a great guy, and he's an inspiration to many. Let me introduce you guys to Cecil Fielder, and I'll let him tell you more about himself.
All right, can you guys hear me okay? Awesome. Thank you, sir. All day people have been asking me, what you gonna talk about? And I still don't know as I stand here right now. It's okay. All of you should have gotten a workbook. You guys have been exposed. I'm not gonna make you do homework right now, but you are gonna have to do some homework later on tonight. Lean in on it, y'all. Homework is good. You guys are exposed to some phenomenal speakers. They share their testimony, life experiences, great practices, many in which are best practices. And so I wanted to leave you guys with a little piece of me in this book. It is not a New York Times bestseller. It is not a masterful manuscript. Within the pages, you'll see Zig Ziglar, Earl Nightingale, Brendan Burchard, Zig Ziglar, Les Brown. You'll see some great personal and professional development professionals within those pages. Please take some time, go through it, and jot down your goals. Get those things out of your mind and down on paper, whatever it may be. You guys have great vivid vision. That's big picture, but then you got to sit down and get a little micro with it. So real quick, I'm gonna do some storytelling. I'm gonna open it up for Q&A, and then I'm gonna close you out. John Ponder called me today. He said, Commander, you know my rule. He that is brief will be invited back. I said, I got it. I've been serving along this ministry for about 10 years. and I'm going to keep it brief tonight. So real quick, Cecil Fielder. I often introduce myself as the janitor. That was my first job 34 years ago. And so I'm going to just give you a little bit. 1980, Saturday morning in a little town called the CPT, also known as Compton. I'm a Compton baby. I remember 6:30 in the morning standing in line in a residential community that snaked to a front door. And when you got to the front door, there were two women handing out sleeves of butter and cheese. It's a fancy way of saying my mom was on government assistance. Fast forward 18 months later, 1981, my mom lands a job at Farmers Insurance in the Wilshire district. Game changer. She landed a job as a computer technician. Game changer for our household. Fast forward a little bit, 1986. My mom was recently married, purchased a brand new home, and I'll never forget, you guys, one evening the phone rang. Remember the old school phone that hung up on the wall? You can walk all through the house and stretch the cord. You know what I'm talking about. Phone rang, female caller says, "May I speak to your mother?" Now, it was common in the evening for that phone to ring and it'd be one of my teachers because I was a motor mouth, always cutting up, and they were always calling to tell my mom. But this particular evening, I couldn't place the voice. And I said, "Ma, it's for you." My mom gets on the phone and the tears begin to roll down her face. Two things. One, I knew it wasn't good news because my mother wasn't a crier. And the other thing is I knew it was going to be devastating. She hung up the phone. She says, "We just moved in this house and I'll do whatever it takes. I'll work 2 jobs if I have to save the home." I was still confused. It was my father's mistress calling my mom to let her know that she was having an affair. It broke our family. My parents later divorced, and my mom stayed true to her word. She obtained a second job working for Jackson Limousine, E.J. Jackson. She moonlit Monday through Friday. She worked for Farmers Insurance. Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday morning, she moonlit and drove limousines for the stars. 1986 all the way to 1989, my mom worked 2 jobs. The unique thing is Farmers provided their employees what's called a profit share. My mom never cashed out her profit share. She rolled it over every year. And in 1989, she had almost 8 years built up. And she cashed it out, and she took her profit share and invested in a 976 number. You see, 976 was the dirty hotline back in the 80s. This is before BET's Miss Cleo. There was something called the 976 line. And it was right here in Vegas, and my mom invested in that. Fast forward, somewhere around 1990, 1991, we started playing the mailbox game. My mother would say, "Baby, go check the mail." Y'all, I'll go check the mail. It'll be a check for $800. Day or two go by. "Baby, go check the mail." Check for $1,200. A couple of days go by. Go check the mail. $2,400 check. One day I checked the mail. It was a check for $3,600. I said, "Ma, somebody paying $3,600 in 30 days on a phone bill to talk dirty to somebody that they can't see?" She says, "Unfortunately, they do. And I bet not ever see a 976 number pop up on my phone bill." I said, "Yes, ma'am." As my mother was moonlighting for Jackson Limousine, one of her girlfriends outside of Farmers snapped a photo of my mom in the front seat, in the driver's seat of a black stretch, 120-inch stretch limousine with wine color interior. I remember it vividly because my mom took that picture, blew it up to an 8x10, and put it on her bathroom mirror. She said, "Baby, when you clean in my bathroom, get no Windex on my picture." I said, "Yes, ma'am." Now, I thought my mom was working too many hours. Why she got this picture of this limousine up? Every day she would blow dry her hair. She looked at this picture. 1992. My mother opens up. They cash out their 976 number after 3 years. Her business partner, SL Tyree, took his one half of the proceeds and opened up Telestar Communication. Whereas my mother said, I want out of the business. She took her one half of the proceeds and she opened up Monique's Limousine Service in Beverly Hills in 1992. Game changer. Didn't stop there. 1992, my mom takes a picture of a Corvette, convertible T-top, black on black, takes the limousine picture down and puts a 1993 image of a Corvette on her bath, and she gives me the same lecture. Baby, when you clean in my bathroom, don't get no Windex on my picture. She was a visual learner, setting goals. Lo and behold, October of 1992, she hits the driveway with a black on black convertible T-top Corvette. We still in 92. It's a 93, fresh off the showroom floor. I come outside to greet her. If the new car scent doesn't get you, surely that sound of that Corvette when it turns over will touch your heart. But if those two things don't do it, when she would turn that key forward and the ignition and the electricity lit up throughout the panel, on the center console was a clear mobile phone that lit up neon green. And that for me did it. I said, Ma, we made it. She said, no, baby, we ain't made it. I made it. I'll let y'all catch that one later. My mom set herself apart in the transportation industry. Not only was she a female owner in a male-dominated industry, in 1992, my mother paid $20 an hour for her executive chauffeur, plus 15% gratuity. Unheard of in that time, during that time. But she was genius because by paying top level pay in 1992, it was guaranteed to attract an A-list clientele. She knew exactly what she was doing because the executive chauffeurs brought their Rolodex. So in 1992, 93, you would see Monique's Limousine Service sitting on CBS, Sony, and Paramount Picture lot, collecting top pay all day. In 92, she had the Martin Show, Martin Lawrence, Tisha Campbell, all cast. When Steve Harvey landed his big break, she had Steve Harvey, Cedric the Entertainer, all cast member. When Moesha got her break, she had Moesha, Ray J, Little Bad Butt, and all cast members. She only catered to the A-list clientele because her limos just sat on the studio lot. 1992, she says, reaches in her credenza and says, baby, how much money are you making? I had been 2 years on the job. I said, Ma, I just got a raise. She says, okay, how much money are you making? I said, I'm making $425. She said, wait. You've been cleaning toilets and mopping floors for less than $4.25? I said, yes, ma'am. She said, what were you making in 90 when you first started? $3.75. That was minimum wage. I had what's called work experience. My junior and senior year, I went to school 0 to 4th period, had lunch with my boys, and went to work the last 4 hours of the day. Got 10 high school credits every semester. I thought I was doing it. I had me a little pager bill. I was good. She said, baby, come work for me. I said, Ma, I can't work for you. She says, why not? I said, you my ma. She opened up what's called the Thomas Guide. This is before Google Maps and MapQuest. She opened it up. She says, baby, if I can teach you how to read grid and how to write route my driver from point A to point B safely, it's like teaching you how to fish. You'll never go hungry in this game called transportation. She says, come work for me. I'll pay you $20 an hour. Now, I'm no mathematician, but it took me 4 hours to make $20. And so I put in my notice and I went to go work for the family-owned business and cut my teeth. Now, if I was lucky, I got the dispatch. Some days I clean flute glasses. Some days I vacuum. Some days I wax limos. Some days I wash limos. And like I said, if I was lucky, she allowed me to come in and operate the switchboard and dispatch the drivers. For 6 years, I cut my teeth in the family-owned business. Sometimes it's harder when it's your family member that owns the business, because they truly, genuinely make you start from the ground up. You're going to learn all of this business. And I'll say around year 4, year 5, I really started to get the exposure to the operation and business at large. In 1998, I went to go work for a company called CLS. I did a 10-year tour there, and that's really where I scaled in my supervision and management role. Somewhere along that journey, I'll pause right here in 2001. That same phone from 1986 is now in my house. I'm living in South Central off of 36th Place in Gramercy for my LA folks. I'm out of bounds. I'm in South Central. I'm living in 30s Hood. I remember one of the OGs pulled up on me and said, we know who you are. We know where you're from. You ain't from here, but you're a single dad and you keep the traffic down. You on a pass. February, the night before Valentine's Day, my phone rings, same phone, 9 o'clock at night. Hello, female caller. She says, what are you doing? I said, I just fed, bathed, and put Kendall down to sleep. Kendall was my daughter, is my daughter. She says, I've been meaning to talk to you. I said, go ahead. I've been watching you. You become complacent. I said, I'm 25 years old. I'm a single father. I just told you I just fed, bathed, and put my baby girl down to sleep. I'm pleating her skirt for private school. When you live in South Central, you can't send your daughter to public school. So I was driving her to Inglewood to go to private school. And I said, I'm making $50,000 and my Cadillac is paid for. She said, baby, see, that's your problem. You don't get an award for taking care of your responsibility. You had her, you take care of her. She said, $50,000 ain't no money. You settling. And that Cadillac needs a tune-up. The timing is off. Now, I wouldn't dare say it was an argument, because the caller was all of 6 feet, drop dead gorgeous, beautiful green eyes, could throw a spiral football 40 yards. I remember the caller playing quarterback on both sides of the football when I was playing street football with my homeboys. And when she punched, you can feel it in your soul. So I didn't want no smoke with the caller. But it was a contentious conversation, to say the least. I was in my feelings. We get off the phone. And about 4 hours later, at 1:30 in the morning, my little brother calls me and wakes me up. He says, Cecil, wake up. Mom's been shot. My mom was shot and killed at La Louisiana, about a mile from where Nipsey Hussle would later be gunned down on Slauson in Overhill. Last conversation I had with my mom. Last Sunday, I went to Compton to go visit my family and turn a couple of corners and found myself at Holy Cross Cemetery on Slauson in Culver City, across the street from the Fox Hills Mall, where my mom's plaque is at. I check on it from time to time, make sure that the grass isn't covering up her plaque. And I remember just standing over her resting place, just saying, I hope you're proud of me. It's a natural instinct for a child to ask that of their mother, on the condition, on the premise of what our last conversation was. I never got to say, Ma, thank you for loving me. Thank you for believing in me. Thank you for not giving up on me. I didn't get to utter those words to her. So I had to use my last conversation as fuel to propel me forward. My mom was a planner. You see, in 2000, after everything happened and we opened up her books, in 2000, my mom grossed nearly $600,000 in her limousine business. Same woman 20 years prior in 1980 on government assistance. As a young person, all I saw was the limousine image on her bathroom mirror. All I saw was the image of the Corvette on her bathroom mirror. What I later discovered is her goal-setting manuscript. To get the business, there was a goal, 5 to 6 actions. Everything that she did, purchasing a home, she had it all written down. And so I learned from her. And in 2001, 2002, I said, if it worked for her, it'll help me become the best version of me. And so I started to plan. It took me a couple of years to create this workbook. The real magic is you sitting down, getting quiet, doing the work. You know what you need to do. You got beautiful ideas rattling around in your mind. Some would say it's like marbles in a can. But you got to make that come to life, and you got to put it on paper. Once it's on paper, it's looking back at you. Now you got to take action. Every year around November, true story, I get quiet and I goal set for the upcoming year. I do this intentionally because when all of the men in the family are gathered around the turkey on Thanksgiving watching football, I'm talking about what's in my action plan for the upcoming year. I typically do 6 to 7 goals, one of which is a quick win before the new year even begins. I don't believe in New Year's resolution. This is a perfect season to get those business ideas, those book ideas, that professional development that you want to focus on, that book you've been keeping in your Amazon cart. This is a perfect time to take action and do something about it. It's not super sexy, it's not glamorous, but if you do the work and grind it out and hold yourself accountable, it will bless your soul real good. So, obviously I was a mess at 25, 26. I was not the version or the person that's standing before you today. I was lost because 6 months before losing my mom, my dad, Big Cecil, committed a similar crime and tried to fight his case and was sentenced to 2 life sentences in California State Prison, unrelated. But in 6 months, in one brush stroke, I lost both my folks. 2018, I found myself inside San Quentin State Prison, oldest prison in California. Sits right on the island of San Rafael. The salt water has begun to corrode the interior of the building. The smell, the stench, the history, you can feel it inside the walls. I get inside the walls, the guard racks the gate, and an inmate, all of 6'2", better part of 315 pounds, looks like a lineman from the Dallas Cowboys, walks right up in my face. I said, 20 years ago, we all thought it would be you in here, and here you are visiting your pops. I'm so proud of you. That was my dad, that was Big Cecil. I can see entrepreneurs in this room. I can see business leaders in this room. I see professionals in this room. I see CDL, tractor trailer, not just drivers and employees. I see owners in this room. Stop wasting time. Do the work. Check who you hanging out with. If you desire to be a business owner, then you need to be at Starbucks with business owners. Stop hanging out on the block. You'll never forget who you are and where you came from. But it's money. As my mother told me, it's money out here for you to make. And your family is counting on you. If you have children, if you have a spouse, if you are responsible for another human being, they deserve for you to plan positive change in their life. I don't have too many pet peeves, but I'll tell you one. When I see a young man holding a sign, "We'll work for food," and about 25 feet away is some young woman that has been lured out of her mother's house to follow this man with no plan, that gave up a roof over our head, safety, to follow somebody without a plan, is a pet peeve of mine. If you're responsible for another human being, sit down and plan positive change. Doesn't happen overnight. It'll take some time. It's going to take some work. Last but not least, and I'm going to open it up. Check your association. Wise man once said to me, "Brother Cecil, it's hard to soar with eagles when you're surrounded by pigeons." And I'm not saying that we're better than anybody else. All I'm simply saying is check your surroundings. Who are you associated with? What's in their bank account? Because you guarantee, if I ask the 5 people that are around you, you're going to be right where they at. Start hanging out with some entrepreneurs. Stand on courage. Ask some business owners to have coffee. Extract some of their best practices. How did you do it? I was recruited actually to come here to run transit. So for 10 years, I actually ran transit, managed and operate the transit system for the RTC. I came here as a director and ended as the assistant general manager. 10-year contract. I don't think I was a director of anything when I came here, to be honest. I thought they had the wrong person. Do the work, y'all. I'm so glad that you guys are here. I'm super proud of you for investing your time, talent, and energy into your future. But do the work. In 5 years, really quick, I'm going to give you a prediction. In 5 years, the economy in this nation, the canvas is going to change. This is a time and a season for you to invest in yourself. If you don't have a GED, go get your GED. If you're close to getting a high school diploma, grab it. If you've been wrestling with going to get that AA, go get your associates. If you got 2 years under your belt, some college, and you want to go get the bachelor, go pick the bachelor up. This is a season right now. Because in 5 years, Harvard, Yale are predicting that all boomers will retire by 2030. This nation is about to lose all the historical knowledge in the workforce out the door. Prime time for you. Felonies, blemishes on your background don't matter. Invest in yourself so that you can be in position to get blessed in 2 to 3 years. Don't despise small beginnings. Do whatever you have to do for now. Y'all not hearing me. Y'all not. Real quick, because I know I got to close. Graham just gave me the look. Let me make it tangible. I'm gonna tell you something that I haven't shared. In 2022, I found myself on campus at CSN. I had my little suit on. I had worked earlier in the day. I had a 2 o'clock appointment to go take an exam. I show up at CSN in Henderson off of College. The coordinator greets me. She says, come on in, we got your kiosk ready. I sit in, she fires up the kiosk. It's a professor's practicum exam, an annual refresher that the professors have to take. I said, ma'am, this is the wrong exam for me. She says, well, aren't you a professor? Aren't you here to take it? I said, no, ma'am. She covers her mouth and she says, I'm so sorry. Grabs me by the hand, takes me to another kiosk where I take and pass my GED. For 30 years, I had been operating without my high school equivalency. My mother didn't even know I didn't graduate. I just got it 3 years ago. March of this year, it took me a long time to even confess it out loud. Never too late. Here's the thing. March of this year, at 50, who decides to go back to college at 50? I'm 2 years away from grabbing my bachelor. And I have aspirations to go ahead and grab the master's after that. I was speaking to the church mother, the church. I went to a little small church on 104th in Normandy, and the church gave me a spiritual church mother, Mother Gooseby. I was just with her last weekend. She's still in South Central. And I said, Mother Gooseby, I'm about 2 years away from grabbing the bachelor's. She said, baby, you gonna put it up on the wall? I said, no, I'm gonna throw it in the drawer with the rest of the plaques. This one's for me. It's not for a job promotion. This is for me. I want to do the thing. How can I stand before people and say, do the work, if I'm not doing it? So I'm a full-time government employee by day, and I'm a full-time student. And I called my wife and my children around the kitchen table, and I said, Dad's thinking about going back to school. And they were like, don't you already have a college degree? I said, no, babies. They said, Dad, we thought you graduated from college. I said, no. I said, it's never too late. So here I am doing the work. So I hope I blessed you. Do the work, y'all. Go through the workbook. Don't try to knock it out all in one session. Spend your 15 minutes. Find some low-hanging fruit. It's a couple of worksheets in there that you can do in 10, 15 minutes. At quick summary, fill in the blank on the questions. Start there. Work up to the back of the workbook. Demonstrates how to set tangible goals for the year. Let's do a quick Q&A, a couple of questions, and I'm out of here. I'm going to give you guys your evening back. I hope I blessed you. Do you have another? Oh, please.
I just want to let me share something.
Yes.
That was powerful, right? Like, how many people in here felt like that message was directly directed towards you and took that personal? Great job, Brother Cecil. Great job, Brother Cecil.
So I hated to be that vulnerable, but it's important because I felt like, it was too superficial for me to say, sit down and start planning out your goals. But listen to what I'm telling you. Pay attention to what's happening in the economy. This isn't a fear tactic. I'm telling you, this is preparation season. Get ready, get ready, get ready. 5 years, y'all. All the boomers will retire. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Okay. Southern Desert. Any questions? It's Q&A session. Hey, y'all.
Hi, my name is Samantha. I just want to thank you for your testimony. I get out tomorrow, so I definitely need to hear it. My goals, I've been meaning to work on my goals, even from here. My little goals, my medium goals, my big goals. I don't see my business partner in Southern Desert, but Mr. Marks, I'm coming for you. We got some things to plan and some things to do. And we just want to tell our friend Robin, happy birthday. And we love her so much. Because we didn't get to say at the beginning. Yeah. But thank you for your testimony, and your mama's proud of you.
Happy birthday. We want to say thank you for your testimony. It was amazing. And we also just want to tell Robin, happy birthday. Love, miss you, and we miss you.
Happy birthday, Miss Robin.
I love you. Happy birthday.
Miss Robin, we're going to sing you happy birthday at the end. Yeah, we got you. Amen. Thank you guys so much for that. Who else do we have? Quick Q&A. All right, Southern Desert.
Hi, my name is Brandon Jewell. That was powerful. I like that. Surround yourself with prosperous people, and you'll try hard to be more than equal. Watch who you surround yourself with. Real quick, I wanted to shout out to John Ponders as well. I got to give thanks and praise to him. We all saw what he did for Will Carter and Kyle Martin at the graduation last week. And both men have had such an impact, a positive impact on my life's growth and development. And for that, I'm grateful to them. Thank you, Kyle Martin. It brings me great joy knowing the direction your lives are headed. These doors you open, these opportunities you present are life-changing, pivotal points in people's lives. I'm saying that to you, John. You open doors, and it's up to us to walk through them. Hope is a steady well of wisdom to drink from, and I personally have an insatiable thirst. I thank God for leading me here, and I faithfully know the abundance I've retained I will carry with me, and I will share with others. John, thank you for all you do, your dedication and commitment to all of us on our journey through transformation as we evolve and renew our minds. Thank you. Cecil,
Wow.
Thank you.
Well said. Well said.
Kyle, I love you.
Well said. Casa Grande, any feedback, comments, concerns, questions? It's great to see you all.
Singh. My name is Mandeep Singh. I love you guys all, man. I miss you guys. I came here like 3-4 days ago. Went to DMV. I want to say thank you. God is great. I appreciate everything. Missed all my guys over there. Everybody's amazing. They look out for me. My first time here, I wasn't like, no prison rules, nothing. I figured it out, but I appreciate your testimony also. And that's totally true. When you get out, you are who you hang out with, You have to make sure, like, if somebody like peer pressuring you, they say, oh, you have been changed, and just tell them, yeah, straight up, I have been changed. I don't want to be hanging out with you. You should keep peer pressuring me, And whatever mistake I made, I'm gonna move on, and then life is getting way better. I was able to video call with my daughter yesterday. Finally, after 8 months, I was able to see my whole family and everything, And I appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. I miss you guys so much. Be good, J-Rock, boy, everybody. Be the man. Take care, guys. All right.
Gene, let's go to Gene. Questions, comments, concern. All right.
I just want to say thank you to John for bringing such great speakers every week. I truly feel like a piece of everybody's story really hits home to me. And I just want to thank you. I also want to give a shout out to my kids and Cody as well. Love you guys.
That's a lot of people. Hi, my name is Sweetie Lynn. I wanted to say thank you for being here and give a shout out to my sweet Christian Viscara, and wanted to say I hope that God has found your heart like he has mine, and keep up the good work for whatever you're doing where you are. Love you.
All right.
Hi, my name's Samantha. I just want to thank you for coming and speaking to all of us women. I really resonated with what you said.
And I just want to say thank you to my family and friends for sticking by me through all this. It's a short road, and hopefully all this will be home soon. Hi, my name's Heather, and I've been down for 15 months. I have kids on the outs, and I've taken every opportunity I possibly can at this place, taking CSN classes and everything, re-entry, and I just appreciate everything that Hope for Prisoners is bringing to us. So thank you so much. Hi, my name is Maya. I just want to thank you today for your speech. Just let me know going back to school is not a waste of time. And just want to give a shout out to my little boy, Caden Eli, my big boy, Adrian Joshua. Mommy loves you, and I'll be home soon. Thank you, Mom, for sticking by me.
Wow.
All right. Okay.
That was rich. You know, there's a common theme in there, and it was family, right? Acknowledging their parents, their mom, their children, and even for us, even for me. Somebody said, you know, your mom is proud of you. But it's a natural instinct for a child to say, I hope you're proud of me. Because that has been the fuel under my fire. On top of that, I have 7 children. My oldest is 32. And my baby boy is 12. Don't judge me, because I take care of all of them. 6 of my kids are 18 and under, all eating off of my plate. All on my medical and dental benefits. Thank God for that. And has been for 32 years. And if that ain't enough, I have a beautiful wife that makes me go get it every day. She doesn't lecture me. She doesn't stress me, but she makes me go get it. She's got a way of looking a certain way at me. Real quick, and I'm done. Every year, I do this workbook. Do you know I've purposely left it on her coffee table, on her nightstand, on her side of the bed. She never read it. After almost 10 years, I said, my love, did you read the goal, the action plan? She says, no. I said, why? She says, because I don't have to. I don't have to. I know my name is all through that book, and I'm living in it. You set a goal to buy a house, I gave you back a home. I don't have to read the plan because I'm living in it. November 2024 that just passed is the first time in 14 years she came in there on Black Friday, 7 in the morning. I had been up for 3 hours making some final refinement, and I had just hit print, and she walked in the home office. She says, what you doing? I said, I'm just printing out the action plan for 2025. She says, let me see it. First time in 14 years. I grabbed it off the printer. She thumbed through the pages. She says, see, I told you. My name is all through that thing. You guys have been great. My name is Cecil Fielder. Thank you so much for investing in yourself and being here today.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Everybody give him a big round of applause. Cecil, I can't say it enough, man. Thank you. He's dropped some jewels. He dropped some diamonds. Yeah, he's dropped some knowledge tonight. And a lot of what you said has personally resonated with me as well. You know, in relation to the education, it's never too late. You know, write it down on paper, put together that action plan. How many people in this room know what a vivid vision is? Right? You write it down and it holds you accountable. You know, it lays out that plan for that next year, you know. So you putting it on paper, you put it in your face, and you walk that thing out, you know. So we're all familiar with that. So Cecil, thank you, man. You know, I've learned a lot tonight, and a lot of what you said, I'm going to take it with me. And, you know, that action plan for 2026 is real, right? One big round of applause, one last time. Man. So I want to thank you to everyone at Gene Conservation Camp, Casa Grande Transitional Housing Center, everybody at Southern Desert Correctional Center. I want to thank everyone who tuned in with us tonight on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube. Thank you for the world. Thank you for everybody who came out here tonight. You know, it's been an honor and a pleasure. Thank you for coming out to the Steve and Judy Siegel Center and the Billy Walters Center for Second Chances. You guys, give a big round of applause to yourself. With that being said, we're going to close out this Tuesday night huddle up. It's been an honor and a pleasure, and thank you guys for having me. Thank you, Cecil, for having us and dropping those jewels and dimes. Everyone have a good night. We'll see you next week.